Good morning, everyone. My name is Colin Masia. Welcome to Tutor Master. Guys, if you need to get a notification, please just go to YouTube. Our handle is Tutor Master and click subscribe. Okay? Alright, let me start with this. Are you one of those who are scared to ask a question to your teacher in class? Because perhaps maybe you are scared that your peers will laugh at you, things like that. Are you intimidated by your friends in class? Please don't. Do not look on those things. Do not become intimidated. Go on and ask that question that you have. Don't accumulate misconceptions. If your teacher says any question, raise up your hand and ask that question. Because those who are laughing at you is because they want you to join them. They want you to play in class with them. So do not get intimidated with those guys. And again, they say he who laughs last laughs the best. This is gonna be you. Thank you very much. Right, today I'm talking to grade 10. I just want us to tap in the concepts of factorization. That's where it starts, né? Because you are going to factorize a lot in grade 11, grade 12, even at varsity level. So those concepts should be on your fingertips. Right, let's get straight into it. So it says factorize the trinomial and check your answers. In other words, they want you to prove whether your answer is correct or wrong. So you need to find the solution and thereafter you check on it. Right, let's begin. It says, number one says x squared minus 3x minus 10. So the rule says we need to check, we need to come up with the factors of 10. So in other words, we are going to list those factors of 10. But among them, we need to take one of them and add them. And then when we add them, we should get the middle term. In the meantime, when we multiply them, then we should get 10. So let's come up with the factors of 10. We've got 10 and 1, right? This gives us 10. We've got what? 5 and 2. It gives us 10 as well. But now, which of those factors will give us the middle term, which is negative 3x? Right? This is out. They will never give us 3x. So let's come to this one. 5 and 2. Right. We've got 5 and 2 here, but when we go to the middle term, we can see that, okay, if we add 5 and 2, we need to play around with the signs. We will get negative 3x. And if we multiply 5 and 2, we will get 10, right? So now, since we've got negative 3x here, it means the bigger number here should carry a negative sign, right? It should carry the negative sign, and this one should carry a what? A positive sign, because if you add the 2 here, definitely you are going to get 3x. If you multiply negative 5 and 2, definitely you are going to get 10. Okay, so it means the factors will be okay. We've got okay, we do this. It means the factors will be x minus 5 and x plus 2. Okay, but now the question says check your answers. So we need to check that if we multiply the two terms, are we going to get this expression? Okay, right. How are we going to multiply them? This should multiply the whole task. But we're going to start with x. X should multiply x plus 2. X plus 2. And negative 5 should multiply the very same x plus 2. Okay? Now, let's multiply. X by x, you get x squared plus x by 2, you get 2x. Then we're done with this. Now we multiply here. Negative 5 by x, you get negative 5x. Negative 5 by 2, you get negative 10. Okay? Now, you need to add like terms. This has got no friend, right? We just drop it down. Okay? Then these are like terms. We're going to add them. Positive 2 minus 5x. Positive 2x minus 5x, you get what? Negative 3x, because the signs are not the same. Then we take a sign of a bigger number. The bigger number between 2 and 5 is 5. And each sign is a negative. Then hence we took negative here. Then we subtract the 2, we get negative 3x. Then we drop down what? 10. So this is the same as that. Then what does that mean? It means our factors. It means our factors are correct. Okay. So we go to number 2. We go to number 2. X squared plus 5x plus 6. As I've said, you just list the factors of 6. You've got 6 and 1. And those factors should give you the middle term, which is 5x. What do we have? Again, we've got 3 and 2. When you multiply the 2, you get 6, right? But now, we need to deal with the middle term, right? Let's check 6 and 1. If we put negative here, then we put positive here, we will never get positive 5. The answer here will be negative 5. Therefore, those factors here are wrong. Let's check those ones. Obviously, you've got a positive sign in the middle here. It means the 2 should take positive sign. So, which means if you add this, you're going to get 5x. Now, when you multiply them, you get 6. So, it means those factors are correct. So, it means that your factors will be x plus 3 and x plus 2. Okay, so we are not done because they said check your answers. We need to check them. So we're going to say, okay, x will multiply x plus 2. This x will multiply x plus 2. Now this 3 should also multiply x plus 2. Then plus 3 should also multiply x plus 2, right? So x by x, you get x squared plus x by 2, you get 2. Then you are done with this, you come here. 3 by x, you get 3x plus 3 by 2, you get 6. Then you are going to add what? Like terms. This should be x. Then, like I said, x squared has got no friend. You just drop it down, right? Your like terms are those ones, the middle ones. So 2x plus 3x, the answer is 5x plus 6 as well, which has got nothing to add with. So you can see that this as well is the same as that, meaning the two terms, the two factors here are correct. Okay, now we go to number 3. We go to number 3. At number 3, okay, I don't need to repeat it. Number 3 says x squared minus 7x plus 6. Again, we go to the factors of 6. 6 by 1, 3 by 2. You get 6 when you multiply this. But now, which factors are going to give you negative 7 when you add them? Right. This looks like the answer, but these ones, 3 and 2 obviously is out because you can't get negative 7. This is out. Now let's deal with this. The middle term has got a negative sign. So it means the two factors here should have a negative sign, because when I add this, the signs are the same. Can you see? If the signs are the same, I take one sign, right? And add the numbers, which is 7. Can you see? I get that 7. But now, if I multiply this, the signs are the same, which is negative. They're going to be changed. They will change to positive. Then 6 by 1 is 7. Okay? I'm sorry, 6 by 1 is 6. See, now I'm adding. 6 by 1 is 6, okay? Which is that 6. So those terms there are correct. So it means our factors is x minus 6, x minus 1. Okay, so we need to prove. So x will multiply x minus 1, this x. Now this negative 6 will multiply x minus 1 again. Now this negative 6 will multiply x minus 1 again. So now let's multiply x by x. You get x squared. X by negative 1, you get negative x. You're done with this. Then negative 6 by x, you get negative 6x. Negative 6 by 1. Negative 6 by negative 6, you get positive 6. Now, you drop down x squared. You're going to add the what? The middle terms, because they are the like term. Then negative plus negative. You are going to get the very same negative. The signs are the same. You take one sign and add the numbers there. It means 1x plus 6x, you get 7x. Then you drop down 6. You see, this is the same as that one. So I'm going to do number 4 and you're going to do number 5. So let us go to number 4. X squared minus x minus 12. Then what are the factors of 12. We've got 12 and 1. We've got 4 and 3. We've got 6 and 2. Now we need to check which are those factors that when we add them we get negative x. Obviously this, whether you are adding or subtracting, will never get negative x or negative 1x. Will never. Then this one, they look like the answer, but let's go to this one. 6 and 2. Even if when I subtract here, I'm going to get 4, of which I want 1. When I add, I'm going to get 8, of which so this and this are out. Let's deal with this one. 4 and 3. Right. The middle term has got a negative sign, meaning that the bigger number here should have a negative sign, because I need to subtract this in order to get 1. So it means 4 must take a negative sign, and 3 should get a positive 1, because if I add this, obviously I'm going to get negative 1. Then what about if I multiply them? Negative 4 by 3. Obviously I'm going to get negative 12, because I just take one side, because the signs are not the same. I take a negative and multiply the 2, so which means this is correct. Then it means the signs, the factors are x minus 4, x plus 3. Now let's prove them. We've got x and you multiply it by x plus 3. We've got negative 4. You multiply it by x plus 3. Okay? Now let's multiply this and this, you get x squared. This and this, you get 3x. Now negative 4 and x, you get negative 4x. Negative 4 and 3, you get negative 12. Now you bring down x squared, you add the like terms. The signs are not the same. Can you see? The signs are not the same. You have to take the sign of a bigger number, which is this one. Because between 3 and 4, 4 is bigger than 3. Then we are going to take this sign, which is negative. Then now, since the signs are not the same, we need to subtract 4 minus 3. It's 4x minus 3x. You get x. Then you bring down negative 12. So can you see this is the same as that? So which means those two factors are correct. So you guys go and do number last. That's it for today. Thank you very much, guys. Let's meet again next time. Cheers.